With this file complete, it's now time to go back and to do the individual part drawings. So to get started, let's go ahead and go back to the assembly. Well, first we need to rebuild and save. So we got those two rebuilt and saved. Now we're going to come back to the bookend assembly. What's nice about this is you can go from the part, from the assembly directly to a part. Let's go ahead and start off with this base part right here. As it comes up, it says open the part, so we shall. So that file is going to come up. Now it just gave me a warning that my system resources are getting kind of low, so let's take care of that. So I'll come back over here to Window, and I'm going to go ahead and turn off that bookend sheet. That's a lot of memory there. And let's go back and look at something else I can turn up. Well, I guess that's about it right now. Okay, I do have a lot of applications open, so it's probably wise to come back and maybe close those off later. So with that open now, from there I have this end part right there. So again, what we need to do now is from this part, go ahead and create a new drawing. And yes, I know it's running out of resources. Okay, again, we'll use an A-size ANSI sheet. And I'll go ahead and start with the top view. And I'll pull straight down. And I'll get a front view. And then I'll get a, actually here, let's do this. Come up here. And from there we'll come down and get a, one thing it's looking like it's doing is we've got to probably go back and check and see if we're set to ANSI on this one. And so anyway, let's do that. Let's try to check this right here, see if we can come straight down. I'm going to go ahead and delete this view right there, get rid of it. Actually, go ahead and hit that. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of that view there. And we'll say yes. I'm going to take this view here and I'm going to move it up using my arrow keys. Okay. And then now I'm going to come over and do an inserts view, drawing view. And I'm going to go ahead and get a model view here. I'll accept that. I'm going to place this in here. Now it's going to come in and put the same one in, but we'll have to play around with it. That's the view I'm looking for. Actually, this is the one I'm looking for here. So yeah, we had to kind of do some house cleaning here to get these views in. I'm going to come out here and place that one in there as well. So go ahead and hit escape, and now I'm going to get rid of that view there. Now sometimes you got to do this. You got to go in and you got to do a little house cleaning and get things laid out the way you want. It's no big deal. It's part of the process. And what we need to do now is to come over here and double check that we are actually on the same, that we're actually using the same type of projection as a an isometric projection. So let's go check that and make sure we're set to that. So we'll go to Document Standards here, and we'll come over here to Document Properties, and we'll go to Annotations. We are set to ANSI, so that's good. So what we have here is we can probably go up now and make these a little larger. So we can scroll down here to our scale, and right now it says set to custom scale, so we can go to a redefined scale. Let's see what it looks like at 1 to 2. It may be too large. Actually, it's pretty good. We could probably work with that. So let's try this one as well. So we'll come down to that. We'll say 1 to 2. Let's see, 1 to 2. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and do a custom scale here. We can probably do one that's user defined. Let's see what we can do here. I guess we can't. Well, let's try this. Don't want to go that one. Let's try 1 to 4. It's too small. We'll stay with 1 to 2. Okay, so that looks good. Now we can leave this one here at that scale, or we can still probably go change that one as well. Let's go back up to 1 to 2 on that. Yeah, we can make this work. We'll just slide this over to the left a little bit, come up like that, and we'll take these two right here, and this one, And we need to align these if we can. I don't know if there's an alignment command. I haven't seen one in SolidWorks. Alignment, horizontal to origin. Let's try this here. Default alignment. Try those two. Okay, well, we're going to go with that for now. I can probably move that down a little bit, or actually just go right over the top of it here using this one. She's our thumb wheels. Yeah, we're a little off. Let's see if we can just step this guy down here. I'm going to zoom up on that and see if I can move those in a little bit. Yeah, that's probably a better, more effective way. Okay, we'll zoom back out. Alright, we'll use our arrow keys and move him over to the right a little bit. On that. Okay. Well, from this we can go ahead and start doing some dimensions. Let's just get started on that. Now we've got this kind of laid out. We'll go ahead and come straight down that. Again, we're set 2 millimeters. Not a problem. We'll come down here at the bottom. We'll go to inch, pound, second. Now what's going to happen is we're set to 2 decimal places. Not a problem. We can go up here as well and make those changes in document properties. So we'll come over here to units, and then from there it says dual length dimension. We'll set that to 4. That should take care of it. Let's go with that. And we'll set the inch, pound, second. And as you can see, it's got 4 decimal places there. That's good. Let's go ahead and do a dimension from the top here. Should be 0.75. That looks good. Okay. Got that in there. And we got that 8-inch there. Let's go ahead. And probably what we could do, since it's kind of tight, we'll just go ahead and do it off the bottom. We'll go ahead and do the smart dimension on this. We'll come down here and we can line it up by going out here to the right and line that up and just kind of stay planar on that and come all the way across here. So that way our dimensions line up. That looks pretty good. Here's where I'd come back in, accept that. I'd come back and I can add a note right here, and I'm just going to come up here and put this note in, and I'm going to say on this Ogie, put a note up here, and I'm going to say note colon use standard Roman Ogie for 3 edges. Okay, now one thing that's missing on this, I just realized this, one thing that's missing is that we need to, we can take this note here, we can place that arrowhead on there, and we can move that up just so we can get that out of the way. I'll get rid of this other one here. Hit the escape button, get rid of that. Okay, we'll move this Ogie over like that, and it looks good. Probably going to dog it over a little bit, just like that. Okay, that's good. Maybe move our dimensions over a little bit, move this part over, or this view of the part. Click on that. There we go. Move this out a tad. Now this dimension is pretty close, this 3/4 inch. Probably what would be prudent would be to come across the other side with that dimension, so that way the drawing's not as cluttered. Now we got to come back here and we got to fix the title block. But before we do that, let's go ahead and set ourselves to with wireframe, hidden lines visible, so that way we can see our Craig jig cuts. Now, I think we should be able to get a dimension off this. I'm going to see if I can snap to a point. If not, we may have to place a point in there by using a sketch. So here's a point here. Put one there, and then I could probably dimension off of that to that point there. And that does not look like a permanent dimension. So, okay. Yeah, I think it's going to let us keep that, so we'll go with that for now. That lets us know how far off that one is from that other edge. and then you can flip that around and say the same for the other one here. Let's go ahead and select this part, this view here, accept that dimension, select this one, make sure we're set to hidden lines visible. Okay, so we can see that in there. That's excellent. Okay, let's stop for now and we'll come back and work on it.